Hello everybody and welcome back to Jordan's Spiritual Corner. Today we will be talking about the 3 different levels of consciousness and the 3 dimensions amongst them and December 21st, 2020. But in order to understand about December 21st, 2020, I'd like to divulge a little bit into the different dimensions so you can understand what's going on a little bit better. But first, let's take a cup of coffee, or a sip of coffee, that matter. So, the 3 dimensions, what are they, and how do you know if you are in them or not? There is the 3rd, 4th, and 5th dimension, or the 3D, 4D, and 5D dimension. So, the 3D dimension is when you are in the fight or flight mode continuously. You have a fear of missing out. You are living off of basically a material items only make you happy mode. So no matter how many material items you get, you think they make you happy, but once you have them in your possession, they aren't really what makes you happy. You are continuously in that loop of purchasing things, thinking that whatever you're purchasing is going to make you happy, but it doesn't really do the trick. There's always going to be that something missing. And it's when we perceive ourselves as having a competition for everything, or having a particular society status in this world. So a specific status, always having money, whatever it is that we think is going to make us happy, but whenever we get to it, we're still the same old us, we're still the same old person, but we're not getting that happiness that we truly divulge for, or wish for, or want for the rest of our lives. So the 4D dimension, this is when we start actually understanding that there is a little bit more out there than what really meets the eye. This is when we start deep diving into meditation. If someone was recommended to us a little bit of a meditation, or you want to start learning more about self-care and a spiritual practice. So this is when we start seeing that we are wanting to look after our health and our diet a little bit more. We're cutting out those toxins that are not good for us or healthy for us. We are cutting out those toxic relationships, friendships, really releasing what no longer serves us positively or high vibrationally anymore. We really want to cut out what no longer belongs in our lives, that's no longer giving us that happiness that we thought we were getting from it. We really want to start getting rid of them and cutting them out. This is when we have an understanding that there is more to life than what really meets the eye. So we are starting to think, there really might be another dimension out there in this world, or there may be galaxies out there in this world that we can't even see, but they might have life on them. Whether that life be micro organisms and whatnot, but that is still life. Microorganisms is still life, but we know that there's galaxies or different dimensions like astral traveling, deja vus, lucid dreaming. All of these things are part of a different dimension and different level of what we were perceiving as our life before, because we never thought that this is something that we can possibly even consider to believe in. But now something has kind of pushed us to awaken and to believe in these things a little more. We're also, in this point, there is something that might have caused us to have our spiritual awakening, or our aha moment, or so to speak. And this is usually triggered as a trauma, where just something hits us to our core and we can't shake it. So we look at ways to take care of ourselves spiritually and self-care and whatever it takes to get us back onto whatever plane we can feel happy again, content again, and just spiritually love ourselves. This can be caused by, what I said, traumas. And then we start looking into ways where we're journaling or shadow working or doing spiritual practices such as yoga, meditation every day. This really connects us to that whole, that there's more out there to life than what we really see every day in the 3D dimension. The 5D dimension, this is really when we start to step it up, where we're meditating every day. We're seeing a difference in how empathetic that we are towards other people. Other people's emotions might be really causing us, whatever they're feeling, to feel what they're feeling. So if a friend of yours is sad, we might feel sad as well. Or when someone is really elated and happy, we might feel elated and happy for them. It might feel as if we're feeling exactly what their emotions are before we even know that they're going through them, or before they've even told us what they're going through. This is when we have a higher level of consciousness. We start to believe in other beings in the world, like I said, star seeds, aliens, other galaxies, that people are starting to really gauge the higher vibrations that are possible to have, and they really want to stay in those vibrations because it feels so good to be in them. This is where we start to think crystals, they really do have vibrations, and we can really work with them in order to heal ourselves and to heal anything that might be going on in our lives. To help heal other people as well, we can work with them. We believe in Reiki, energy healing. We work with Reiki to heal ourselves, to help ourselves move forward in a better vibrational state. This is where we want to help as many people as we can to move forward and become spiritually awakened like we are as well, because there's no better feeling than feeling like that we have a special awakening or spiritual awakening where we can help others help themselves. Now, we are connected in so many different ways and beings and can experience different levels of consciousness at any given time. And we can often fluctuate between the three. We can be in one at one time, we can be in two at one time, or we can be fluctuating between all three at once. It can get quite messy, and our vibrations can get super high, super scary. We can go through things that we've never experienced before, symptoms such as nauseousness, headaches. You can feel tingling at the top of your head. You can also start to feel tingling in your palms of your hands, like there's energy going back and forth. You can snap your hands, clap them, rub them. You can feel that tingling starting the warmth in the feet. And you can kind of feel the balance of the energy in between you. And you can start to heal people or heal yourself. But of course, Reiki does take training, so if you're interested in this sort of thing, definitely seek out practitioners that can help you train. And it is fascinating just to be able to help others grow spiritually. Now, December 21st. Many things are supposedly going to be happening. The end of the Mayan calendar. There's a great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn. There's supposed to be a blast of white light boosting through the universe, and it's going to cause a new earth, a new age, many spiritual awakenings, and many people to be between the 4D and 5D dimensions. And the Christmas star is supposed to be the closest it's been since Christ was born, which is truly fascinating in itself, because we'll actually be able to view it from Earth, which is incredible. There's also supposed to be Yule that's starting, which is a major holiday in witchcraft. I believe it's supposed to be a full moon, which I'd have to double check, but I will confirm that as well. And there's just so many different things that are going to be happening, and our vibrations are going to be so high. Our emotions are going to be everywhere, and we're going to have a hard time getting out of that floaty, trippy, constant, whatever the feeling might be for you. And here are going to be a few ways that you can ground yourself to truly just center yourself and start to feel better again, so you're not feeling those symptoms of whatever you're feeling in your spiritual awakening. So, you can work with crystals. There's different crystals you can use. One of my favorites is this clear quartz. You can use this as a booster if you don't have any other quartz or any other crystals that you can work with for whatever you want to use. You can use the clear quartz and you can program it for whatever you want to use it for. You can burn incense. You can have bath salts, baths. And you can have a shower cleanse. A quick and easy way is to have a shower cleanse in the morning where you visualize white light beaming over you and cleansing all that negativity or emotional gunk that you're getting rid of and releasing. And the two of my favorite ways to really ground and help protect yourself are going outside, planting your feet on the ground, planting your hands on the ground, taking a few deep breaths. And just thanking the earth for the energy, the grounding, and the protection she gives you every day. And really, even just going for a hike in the woods and just getting lost and enjoying what Mother Earth and nature has given to you to enjoy. Thank you so much again for joining Jordan's Spiritual Corner. I hope you all have a wonderful, grounded, protected spiritual awakening. Have a great day, guys.